Hermes, move over. We are going to be talking about Cartier, in particular, my review of the iconic Cartier Panthere watch in size medium. In this video, I'll tell you why I got this watch, if I like this watch, or if I would choose a different watch if I had a do-over. So let's get into it. I always knew that I wanted this specific watch, the Cartier Panthere, because I think that it is such a timeless classic. I have had other nice watches before, and I just knew that this was the one from Cartier. It is obviously a Cartier Panthere watch in size medium, which is actually their larger size. They have three sizes: the extra small, small, and medium. So technically this is their larger size, and it is in full rose gold, not yellow gold, rose gold, no diamonds. So I always knew that I wanted this watch because it is so classic and so timeless, and I just loved how it sits on the wrist. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't think that there is another watch bracelet that just hugs your wrist and moves with your wrist as good as this one. Like the movement and how it looks, to me it is so beautiful. I think that my hand looks really well with this watch, and I absolutely love that it is in solid gold like that was, because they also make this watch in stainless steel and the two-tone with gold, but honestly I didn't love it that much. To me it was just like a little bit too busy, so that's why I got the solid gold. And I spent about a year deciding on the size, because the size decision is very important one. I think that all sizes of this watch are beautiful for different purposes. So their extra small one is absolutely timeless classic. It is like just like a skinnier watch, and it's a skinnier bracelet. Obviously it has a smaller dial, and I think that the extra small model is amazing for when you wear the watch primarily in the evening. The extra small model I think is definitely worth buying with the diamonds for, you know, the extra sparkle. For me it is a nighttime watch, event watch. It's more of like a bracelet with a mini watch, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Then the small one, I also think it is more of an evening time watch, although that one I think can be worn sometimes in the day, but I still would think that it is more of a watch than a bracelet, the small model. But I also think that if I decided on that one, I would definitely get the model with the diamonds as well. Now, the medium watch, the one that I have, I wanted the Cartier Panther that I could wear in the nighttime, but also in the daytime. I think that the medium model is definitely more appropriate to wear in the day, but also at night, if you know what I mean. I tried on, I think, every single Panther that they make, and also when I was getting it, they already came out with like the new Panther collection, which is like a little bit different. It's like a modern twist on the classic Panther, and the dial is a little bit more modern. I saw all of them and I still decided to go with a classic model just because it's so timeless. Like, it existed 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it is going to be still relevant for a long time to come. And you know, I always think of not so much investment potential when I choose my pieces, but sort of like the relevancy. I want something that I will be able to wear throughout the years, which is what I cannot say about the Bulgari Serpenti watch. No shade to the watch, but I know that it was popular many years ago, and then it sort of died, and then it came back. But for a few years, you know, or like actually a few decades, it wasn't very popular. So I wouldn't want to spend, like, if I ever chose to have like not a fast fashion watch, but something like just for fashion, I would definitely do like stainless steel or the dual. I would not spend like $30,000 on a watch that, you know, might be on its way out in a few years, but that's just me, and this is reflective of my current financial situation. You know, a lot of people think differently, so it's just my way of thinking, which is why I got like the most classic timeless Panthère. So yes, having tried them all of the Cartier watches, I definitely think that this is by far my favorite model of the Cartier watches. I do like the two-tone watches as well. Like the two-tone looks really beautiful, especially in the small size, and I think that in the small model, solid gold, yellow or rose with diamonds looks just incredibly stunning. Absolutely love it. Let's talk about the cons of this watch. I'm going to try to be objective and say that it is extremely hard to put on and off, maybe because I need to wear it a little bit more often, but it has not a very comfortable clasp, especially me coming from other watch brands. I want to say that this is probably the least comfortable closure that I had on a luxury watch. Also, the other con that I would consider of this watch is that it is quartz, not automatic. And I know that it's like a big debate and both are good, and you know, a lot of people don't really care, but when you're paying $30,000 for a watch, you want it to be automatic, not quartz. But if it was automatic, I think it would be much thicker and it would not have this like super elegant look on the wrist. So I mean, I guess we have to compromise, but I just wanted to make sure that all of you knew that before you were making a choice, you know, which watch to buy, because you know there's other watch brands like Rolex, even a lot of Cartier ones, that they are automatic at this price point or even, you know, much lower. So definitely something to be aware of. Now, would I buy this exact watch if I had a do-over? You bet I would, because this is like my favorite watch ever. I still absolutely love it. I am just like obsessed again, like with how it looks, how it looks with different outfits. I can wear it day and out, and I am very happy with this purchase. But I think about purchases that are like that expensive, you know, when we enter, you know, in the multiple of tens of thousands of dollars. I think about these purchases quite a lot and I plan them, and I don't really rush to those purchases because I want to make sure that they are a good fit. So this was like at least a year or two in the research. Right now, for my next watch, I am debating if I should get the Patek Philippe or an AP Royal Oak. So I am debating between these two. The time is definitely not now for me to choose, because it is the ones that I want, they are going to be a very expensive watch. So I think I still have like a year or two before, you know, I even start seriously thinking about it. But I am in between these two brands, and any insight is appreciated, especially if you have insights. And I know that you're going to say like both of them are hard to get, and I know that, but usually luxury watches are not that hard to get for me because of extensive purchase history with many different brands. So I'm actually kind of deciding freely, and I was offered already the AP watch that I wanted, but at that time, like, it just wasn't a very good financial decision for me, like I mentioned. So if you had to choose between those two brands, or if you already own these two brands, please drop a comment and let me know. Please make my life easier and my decisions easier so I can start visualizing and putting the next watch on my vision board. And of course, let me know if you want me to do any other review. I'm more than happy to share my thoughts. As always, with love.